Boys and Girls Club of Moncton!
Hi guys, my name is George Nammour, and my good friend Munsif asked me to share my story with you so that I can show you a little bit what are the perspective of people who have become businessmen. So first of all, I want to tell you that again, my name is George Nammour. I'm an immigrant like many of you. I have come to Canada a long time ago in the 70s, and I was 17 back then. I fled from the civil war in Lebanon and came to Canada as a student to start with. Um, I also want to tell you that that was probably the best decision in my life because Canada is one of the countries in the world with the best opportunities for someone who wants to become a businessman, someone who wants to operate a business. At that time, I didn't know yet what I was going to do, but I knew one thing. I knew that if one day I want to be successful and I want to be rich, because it's not a bad thing to be rich, it's allowed, it's legal. I had to sign my own paycheck. I knew back then that if I didn't have the control on my paycheck, I would probably never be successful. So the first step that I did was finish school. And that's one piece of advice that I will always put a lot of emphasis on. School is very important, not just for the knowledge that it will give you in the future, but also for the discipline and many other aspects that will help you in the future. So please don't drop school thinking that you might earn more money by doing so. And when I was young, I had a dream, and the dream was to own my own business. So when I started to work at McDonald's at the age of 19, I was still a university student. I said to myself, this is my ultimate dream. I would like one day to be the owner of a McDonald's restaurant. And I finally did it. It took a lot of time, but I finally became the owner of 5 McDonald's restaurants here in Moncton. So this took a long time, and I won't go through all the steps that it took me. I started as an employee, but that part is important because later on I will tell you that in order to be successful in a business, you need to learn the rope of the business. You need to be able to operate the business yourself as any other employee before becoming the boss. And the word boss is not the best one because boss means I am the boss. Today it's more like a coach than like a boss. Um, you also need to know that you have to be patient. Things do not happen overnight. So you need to have a plan and you need to stick to that plan. And once you do that, you have to be patient. Very, very patient, because if you want to rush, you're not going to learn the ropes properly, as I mentioned, and things might not happen. You know, success is not a coincidence. Success is a combination of many different ingredients. So first, you need a good preparation. You need to prepare yourself to be successful. You need to determine exactly what you want to do, when you want to do it, and how you're going to do it. Then the second ingredient that is very important is determination. Without the determination to get where you want, it's not going to happen. I mean, it's not just to say, this is what I want. It's what am I going to do to get there? And if you don't have that determination, it's not going to happen. The third ingredient that I can tell you about is the hard work. It takes someone who is willing to invest a lot of time and work hard. But it's not just about working hard, it's about working smart too, because you can work very hard and not be efficient. You need to work hard and work smart. The next step that I would tell you is important is to have and develop a good network. The people you know and the contacts that you're making can help you to achieve that goal that you have. It also takes some luck. I have to admit that sometimes we are a bit lucky, but you know what? Sometimes we make our own luck too. So this is important. And last but not least is the flexibility. Flexibility is important because sometimes, you know, plans do change and you have to be prepared for that. In my case, for example, I had to move from the Quebec City region to the Montreal region and then to Moncton. And if you're willing to do that, and if you're willing to move around and to be flexible and to accept different things, this will open up a whole lot more opportunities than if you just don't want to, you want to stick to one thing only. So roughly what I would say is be open, work hard, have good contacts and a plan. And please don't jump around from one place to another. Don't just change your plan all the time, because you're always going to start from the beginning every time. Patience is one of the ingredients that is most important. And today, patience is something that we tend to lose a little bit. So this is roughly my story. I hope that it will help you. It was a pleasure for me to share it with you. And I wish you all the best of luck. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.